Welcome to JC Stocks and Market Podcast for July 16, 2023. I'm JC. I've been investing in the stock market for 40 plus years. My intentions with the podcast are to share my thoughts and opinions on some stock and ETF picks with emphasis on dividend paying securities. I want to share investment ideas so that you and I can maybe make a buck. I'm not doing this for money from anyone. The opinions shared in these podcasts are my own. They're just that, opinions. I invest in many of the stocks and ETFs that are featured in these podcasts. Do your own due diligence before investing any money in anything. With that, let's go make some money. And thank you. This is the 1 year anniversary podcast for JC Stocks and Markets podcast. I've enjoyed it and can continue to do it every other week with some ideas for you to invest. The stock we're going to talk about today is Phillips 66. It's an energy manufacturing logistics company. It's international. Ticker symbol is PSX. I do not own a position. I wish I would have bought it last week when I started researching it, but I did not pull the trigger. They handle a lot of different areas of the natural gas and oil markets and refining. They do all sorts of stuff. Phillips is a big company. Phillips pays a quarterly dividend. It pays a little over 4%, and what I'm showing you now is Market Edge second opinion that I got from Fidelity, and essentially they downgraded it on the 26th of June, and it's gone up to 10% since. It's about where it's at when I looked at buying it this week, or actually after I looked at buying it this week, it was about 95. Now it's a little over 100. And I'll show you later kind of where I'm going to buy into this if it does indeed hit the target that I'm looking for. Like I said, Phillips 66 pays a quarterly dividend. It's been growing since, God, forever. And this is kind of a chart showing the 2012 through the present, and then the red line on the right shows the projected dividend increases. Pays 4%, a little over 4% right now. Continues to grow the dividend. Phillips is steady, is a stalwart, builds income, builds revenue, builds dividend, is paying 4%. Will probably pay that for some time, and the dividends will continue to increase. This is Argus Research. I got this from Fidelity, my Fidelity account. Phillips 66, I kind of count on Argus. Argus is a pretty good company for analyzing stocks. 12-month rating, as you can see, 5-year rating by sector. Markets maintain or market neutral. Essentially what their target is about $125 per share. Right now it's $100. So according to Argus, you have about a 25% increase just in share price alpha alone, and a 4% dividend. That's a pretty good return. You can see that the 2023 first quarter results, their net profits are really good. They beat the estimate by far. And basically, the strength in earnings are driven by strength in refining, where higher margins are happening and higher crude utilization rates. So they're making money hand over fist. They're looking at EPS being at $14.85. The consensus is a little lower than that, $14.78. You know, it makes the PE at about 7, which is pretty darn low. They're lowering the 2024 estimate, which is okay, but that's because crude oil was falling at that time. But it's gone up again. I got a feeling that those estimates will be revised upwards. The info that I will show you is the Phillips 66 PSX chart, 3-month chart. And as you can see, it's at the upper end of the Bollinger Bands, so a little over 100. But it looks like it's coming down. Looks like the stochastics are at overbought. So if that falls down, I'm looking at buying in the $90 a share range, which would be way reasonable for this stock. I should have bought it last week at 95. As you can see, it went up over 100, actually 102. And so it took a run, and I missed it. Anyway, we're going to wait for it to come back down. With that, thank you for listening to JC Stocks and Markets podcast for July 16th. It's been 1 year. I'm pretty proud of this. It's nothing fancy, but I'm trying to give ideas to people who are trying to invest and make a little money via dividends. The intro and outro is a song I wrote, and the band Just One Goat recorded it some years ago. A song called She's the One has meaning for me, and I hope you enjoy. Thank you for listening, and I hope you stop by again. Happy investing.
A love ain't purely physical, but I never have to roam. Well, she's always there for me. It's simple, can't you see? She's the one. Oh, she's the one. Everything is magical, even when she's not around. No, it's not that radical, I just know what I have found. Well, she's always there for me. It's simple, can't you see? She's the one. Oh, she's the one. She's making my life so much stronger. God, let me stay just a little bit longer. She's the one. Yeah, she's the one. Wasted all this time. She's the one. Oh, she's the